So, I'm not doing this on a script. I'm not doing this on any words. I'm literally just outside. I'm not sure if you guys can even hear the noise around me, but I think it has noise suppression anyways. The footage you're seeing now is my recordings on the same day at 7:15. After I washed all the dishes, I just thought, since I'm home alone, why not record a video outside? And it's just to follow up on breaks. And I mentioned this in my last video where I just wanted to talk about going outside and taking breaks. So listen, for me, taking breaks, doing all these things, after doing all the hard work, after several blocks and segments of work, I like to go outside now just for about 5 minutes and just relax, walk around, think about my purpose, think about why I'm doing this, and I just wanted to discuss on what I feel about it. Now, going through my life, I've always been that kind of guy who procrastinated in work. I'll be honest with you, I am quite lazy. I'm not perfect, as my routine might suggest, but I've been recently walking out and just breathing in this air, and it's kind of therapeutic to be able to go outside and just think on life, to be able to detach from this kind of way of life that only us as human beings live. No other animal lives like this. No other animal goes to work, follows a 7-day week structure, looks forward to the weekends. We're the only animals to be working like this, to be acting like this. We don't live with nature, we live with technology. We constantly work to impress our boss, to get a promotion, to look forward to that weekend, and after all the work and the schoolwork, all the 9 to 5 is done, we go back home and we tune down to some entertainment. Maybe it'd be Netflix, maybe this, but for me it's work. Even though, yeah, we're animals, they live out freely, they live out in the wild, they don't really have any problems, they're just one with nature, and it's all fine. But for us, we have so many problems with each other. We have conflicts, we have disagreements, we have battles, and we make problems up, just to kind of say how oppressed or victimized we are. And I just think of, why sometimes we even do some of this stuff. But anyways, I just think, with not to be arrogant or anything, but I really do believe that my goal for the world, I don't believe I'm going to change the world, but I know one thing, that I can make it better. I see this world and it's crumbling, and I feel like being rich, trying to be rich, be financially free, and just live a dormant life away from everybody, it sounds so pretentious. It sounds something that truthfully does nothing except show how greedy you are, that you've served to nothing but yourself. You serve nothing to your selfish desires and your wants and your needs, and you haven't helped anybody else who isn't as fortunate. And I just like to think on that. And listen, if you have goals, if you have big dreams, right, chase that goal. Be ruthless. Give all your time to it. Say no to things. Do all these things. Be selfish until you can become selfless. That is my message. For me, I do all these things, and it shows that I only want to give my attention, my energy, my time to this. Only think about this. Do you know what? I know that when I reach success, it isn't just going to be for myself. It's changed. It's going to be for other people. It's going to be for the world. It's going to be for people who aren't as fortunate as me. When we live in such a privileged society, when I live in probably one of the most well-educated countries in the world, top 7 most educated countries in the world, and I'm taking it for granted. My advice to you is that you can work all these long hours. You can work, 7, 8 hours, maybe even 15 hours, as much as I do. But understand that You can take small breaks. Sometimes there'll be days where you don't feel like doing it. Sometimes there'll be days where you feel a bit overwhelmed, or you might feel a bit, stressed out. Just take a break outside. Go outside and detach yourself from that and just look at nature. Look at how nature runs. Like, just walk outside. Walk outside, get some sun, and just think on life. Detach yourself from the work for once and just look at nature. Take breaks if you really need it. I don't believe burnout is real. I don't believe any of that shit is real, but there's some days where I just feel like stepping out, even though I'm not stressed at all, even though I want to keep going. It's just that little break that allows me to just step back in and just keep on working. I fight for such a bigger meaning in life than myself that I don't have motivation. I just have discipline. I have drive. I don't care about these stupid little things when I realize if people had bigger meanings for themselves, bigger purposes in life for themselves, they wouldn't be partying. They wouldn't be fucking around and relaxing and just scrolling all day and wasting their time. I do this for you guys. I do this for my family. I do this for the people who are in war conflict, people who aren't as fortunate to have the opportunities that I do. And I feel nothing but pity. I feel nothing but empathy. The way we live our life is just so ordeal and self-centered. Now, what I just wanted to talk about is, guys, I know some of you would probably have big purposes in life, you have big responsibilities, but please understand this, that sometimes you may feel overwhelmed. Sometimes you will feel stressed. That is fine. You are a human being. But it's also a question of how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Because for me, I want it bad, but sometimes I can't help but just kind of step outside, even though I don't feel stressed, even though I don't feel anxious at all. I just feel the need to step outside to kind of just detach myself very briefly from the work, think on my purposes, and then go right back in. I just wanted to address that. Listen, you do this for a purpose. You do this for a reason. If you have big responsibilities and you have big goals in life, do it, go for it. If you really believe that it is going to work and you have your belief, your 100% belief in it, with no doubt, fucking go for it. Avoid the parties, avoid the distractions. Don't scroll and get distracted. Take back your attention, because you have such big goals in front of you, and for that ambition to just fade away, it's just, to me, that's like you were given this gift and this purpose in life to do something greater than what the 99% do. Because the 99%, truthfully, all they do is just work their 9 to 5, look forward to the weekend, and only serve for themselves. They don't do anything for others. They strictly look at the survival of themselves, and when shit hits a fan, all they can think about is saving themselves and protecting themselves. But that's what they've been doing their entire lives, being frugal, holding their cash in, not donating to charity, not seeing a bigger purpose than to get a job and save until they retire. And I think that's just not the life you should be living. The 2-week school spring break is coming to a close. I won't be able to upload as much anymore, but just to wrap up, take breaks when you need to, but don't forget your responsibilities, don't forget your priorities, don't forget who you're fighting for, don't forget the promises you made to your family, you, other people around you, the world. Don't forget the goals and the visions you set for yourself. Don't disrespect yourself, don't doubt yourself, believe in yourself with all your heart. Live life in your best terms. Live life to the fullest. You're gonna have regrets at the end of the day. Remember this, that you can be anything. Don't let anyone else tell you that, because when they tell you and they give you their opinion on something, it's probably out of fear. You just have to put your mind to it, and you just have to persevere and not give up. The only point where it is true failure is when you either give up on your dream or you die. There's no way a dream can die other than those 2 ways I can tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making it to the end of the talk. Please leave a like, a comment, or even a subscribe. That would mean the world to me. I have a couple of juicy videos coming up, so please stay tuned for that. A lot of plans. But yeah, it is fucking cold outside. I've been recording for like half an hour now. So I'm gonna go inside and do my work. That's my video done. See you guys later. Peace.